Hello, today we will learn the chapter second, that is energy resources. The natural resources are being utilized at very fast rate. To meet the food, energy, cloth requirements, all the natural resources are utilized. The natural resources are divided into two different types: renewable natural resources and non renewable resources. So, first is the renewable natural resources. The renewable natural resources are those which can be made available for long time by nature. Example: solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, etc. Next, non renewable natural resources. Non renewable natural resources are those which would face shortage, or the resources which consumes a very long time for its regeneration. Example: forest, water, minerals, etc. Next, we see the different types of natural resources. The natural resources, it consists with the different types: forest resources, water resources, mineral resources, food resources, energy resources, land resources. Let's see one by one. So, first is the forest resources. Forests are one of the natural resources on this earth. It is a dense growth of trees together with other plants covering a large area of land. These are the forest resources. Next is the water resources. Water is a natural resource on this earth on which all life depends. About 97% of the earth's surface is covered by the water, and most of the animals and plants having 60 to 65% water in their body. Next is the mineral resources. The minerals are naturally occurring inorganic crystalline solids having chemical composition and characteristics of physical properties. Next is the food resources. The main food resources includes wheat, rice, potato, barley, oats, etc. Different types of fruits, vegetables, milks are considered with the food resources. Next is the energy resources. The alternative sources of energy: non-conventional, solar energy, wind energy, hydropower energy, these are the energy resources. And non-renewable conventional energy sources means coal, petroleum, natural gases are the energy resources. Next is the land resources. Land is a finite and valuable resource which we depends on our food, fiber and fuel food, the basic of the life. Land resources is also a valuable resource. These are the different types of natural resources. Next, see the forest resources. The forests are useful in many ways to maintain ecological balance. Next, we see the different types of forests in India. So, first type is moist tropical forest. In that, we consider the different parameters like tropical wet evergreen. These types of forest available in western ghats of Maharashtra, Karnataka and Kerala. Next is the tropical semi-evergreen. These types of forest available in lower hills of western ghats. Next, tropical moist deciduous. It is available in Dehradun and Mahabaleshwar. And next is the damp forest available in Sundarban, Bengal and Andaman. These are the moist tropical forest. Next type is the dry tropical forest. In that, first is the tropical dry deciduous available in Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Next type is the tropical thorn forest. It is available in Delhi, Punjab and Gujarat. And next is the tropical dry evergreen, and it is available in Eastern Ghat in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Next type is this subalpine forest. In that, first is the moist alpine scrub, and it is in high Himalayas. And second type is dry alpine scrub. It is available in Sikkim. Next we see the uses of forest. The forests provide ecological, economic and social well-being. They provide wood and wood products. Due to forests, the health of our water catchments is protected. Forests help in providing habitats for plants and animal species. Forest plays an important role in the conservation of biodiversity. It provision for the clean water. Its different benefits are making pulp for the paper industry, providing shelter. Several chemicals can be extracted from the leaves, flowers and fruits. Flowers add to aesthetic value of our surroundings. They also produce the fruits, and fruits are used for the consumption. These are the different uses of forest. Next we see the depletion of forest resources. Deforestation is the clearing of natural forest by logging of tree and plants in a forest area. As a result, the deforestation occurs. In that we see the causes of forest depletion, impact of forest depletion and the controlling of deforestation. So first, causes of forest depletion. Clearing forest for agricultural reasons, as the population of developing areas, especially near the rainforest, increases, the need for land and farming also increases. So deforestation occurs. Next cause is acquisition of land for development of industries and urban development to meet the need of growing population goes to be newer numbers. So development of industries purpose, deforestation occurs. And next reason, during construction of big dams, sizable forest land and vegetation cover gets submerged. These are the causes of forest depletion. Next we see the impact of forest depletion. Because of deforestation is so extensive, it has made several significant impacts on the environment, including rise in the percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, change in the water cycle, and increase in the soil erosion. So deforestation is often related as a big cause of global warming. The reduction of forests contributes to about 12% of atmospheric carbon dioxide emission. Next impact of the deforestation is soil erosion. Means the removal of tree causes higher rates of erosion, increasing risk of landslides, which is the direct threat to the many people living close to deforested areas. Means because of the deforestation, soil erosion is also occurs. Deforestation causes decreases in the biodiversity. These are the impacts of the forest depletion. Next, the controlling of the deforestation. Means how to control the deforestation. Reforestation is also being encouraged in almost all countries as an attempt to repair the damage that deforestation has done. Means reforestation is one of the technique to avoid the deforestation. Next, United Nations and the World Bank have started reducing emission from deforestation and forest degradation programs that work specially with developing countries to use subsidies or other incentives to encourage and educate citizens to use the forest in more sustainable way. These programs is helpful for the deforestation purpose. Next, different protect the forest different protect the forest land and vegetation cover is also in progress. Environmental clearing mandatory for big industries or irrigation projects. These methods are useful to control the deforestation. Next, we see the water resources. Water is the most important resource to sustain the life. We require water for our all domestic needs like cooking, cleaning, gardening, etc. We cannot sustain industrial growth without water. All industries require water in one form of water to another form. Water is used as solvent, cooling agent, cleaning agent in industries. The hydrosphere is the liquid water component of the earth. The hydrosphere covers about 70% of the surface of the earth and is the home for many plants and animals. Next, we see the distribution of water on earth. This is how the water is distributed on the earth. If we could see that there is most amount of water in the oceans. Next, we see the different sources of the water. First, we see the surface water. The surface water is water in river, lake or freshwater wetland. Surface water is naturally replenished by precipitation and naturally lost through discharge to the ocean's evaporation. Means the surface water it is available with the oceans, seas, lakes, ponds and rivers. Next is the underground water or groundwater. The subsurface water or underground water is fresh water located in the pore space of soil and rocks. It is available with streams, wells and bore wells. Next is the desalination. The desalination is an artificial process by which saline water means the sea water is converted into the fresh water. This technique it is called as a desalination. Next we see how do people use water resources means different activities uses the water like household purpose you use the water. Next personal uses water required and the recreational activities water is also required. So water it is useful for the different activities. Next we see the depletion of water. In that we consider the three different parameters: causes of water depletion, effects of water depletion and solution to prevent the water depletion. Let's see one by one. First is the causes of water depletion. Waste and byproducts from industries are polluting not only surface water but underground water is also polluted. Disposal of municipal waste in rivers and nearby ponds also causes the major loss of pure water. The different agricultural waste, different pesticides, fertilizers, etc. in surface water disable use of water. Weather patterns are also responsible for the water depletion in some areas. These are the different causes. Means the industrial waste, industrial byproducts are polluted for the surface as well as the underground water. Next, the different municipal waste in the rivers are the one of cause of the water depletion, and different weather patterns is also cause of the water depletion. Next, we see the effects of water depletion. As water resources are depleted, the issue becomes more intensively political and general public suffers. For example, effects of water depletion. During summers and droughts, loss of livestock affects local economy. Agricultural productivity loss occurs because of the water depletion. All all contents are affected by water shortage or supply problems of some sort. Next, we see the effects of water depletion. During summers and droughts, loss of livestock affects the local economy. Different agricultural productivity loss occurs because of the water depletion. All contents are affected by water shortage or supply problems. These are the effects because of the water depletion. Next, we see the solution to prevent the water depletion. Water issues may be resolved or controlled by the conservation, replacement, and by finding new sources. Okay. In that, rainwater harvesting is one of the technique for the prevent the water depletion. In this technique to preserve the rainwater by maintaining park general cleaning purpose. Next, significant conservation of water can be achieved through use of more effective irrigation strategies such as drip techniques. Means drip technique it is useful to prevent the water depletion. New sources may include desalination of older ponds and wells. Through this option is very expensive and impractical for many locations. These techniques are useful to prevent the water depletion.